Good morning. Welcome to today's hearing of the Senate Subcommittee on Transportation and Safety. Both by weight and by volume, trucks move more freight domestically in the United States than any other form of transportation. This includes first and last mile connections, long-haul transportation, and everything in between. It's also a major source of employment across our country. The trucking industry is a key component of our transportation network, and it is vital to our economy. Today, we are going to hear from stakeholders about the current state of trucking and how federal policy could aid in its safety, efficiency, and productivity, particularly as Congress considers a surface transportation reauthorization. Federal trucking policy has gone through many changes in the past decade, including changes in both the industry and regulatory changes at the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Of the many trucking issues I hear about from Nebraskans, hours of service is at the top of the list. The concerns I hear from truckers are consistent. These regulations are inflexible and do not reflect real-world situations. Further, because the trucking industry is so diverse, a one-size-fits-all approach fails to provide common-sense solutions for each of the different types of operations. Congress requires FMCSA to enforce hours of service requirements to ensure drivers don't drive while they're fatigued, and it delegated significant authority to FMCSA to develop these requirements. Most recently, FMCSA issued a notice of proposed rulemaking to update the hours of service requirements. I'm encouraged that the agency is taking steps to update its regulations and that interested stakeholders have made their comments known to the agency. One group in particular that has faced challenges with the hours of service regulations is our livestock haulers. They have the critical responsibility of moving live, perishable products. For that reason, livestock haulers can easily find themselves in a regulatory bind between the hours of service requirement and animal welfare laws. While the hours of service regulations have received significant attention, several other regulatory changes are worth discussing today. Recent regulations set to go into effect include the entry-level driver training rule and the drug and alcohol clearinghouse, both of which will improve safety. However, in both cases, FMCSA has had to delay parts of these rules. I look forward to hearing from the witnesses more about the intended impact of these rules on safety. Additionally, the FAST Act required FMCSA to take down the safety measure system, those scores from public view. After a study by the National Academy of Sciences, FMCSA is now considering how to move forward with this program. I expect to hear from the witnesses about the impact SMS and the broader Compliance Safety Accountability Program has on trucking. Other areas impacting truckers and the trucking industry include the availability of safe truck parking, advances in vehicle and load matching technology, freight availability, and the amount of time that truckers spend detained while they are waiting for loads. Here to provide input on the state of trucking and feedback on trucking regulations are Chris Spear from the American Trucking Associations, Jake Parnell representing the Livestock Marketing Association, Louis Pugh from the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association, Don King from the Truck Safety Coalition, and Sergeant John Samus from the Commercial Vehicle Safety Association. I want to thank the witnesses for traveling today to participate in this hearing. I know all of you are widely respected within your organizations, and you have unique experiences and perspectives that are valuable to us as we continue our work to improve the safety and efficiency of America's trucking industry. I look forward to your testimony.